Several of you have said that there is a real problem of racism in this country, correct?
Yes.
That it is significant.
Yes.
How significant? What percent of the white community is racist in your mind?
God.
This is your shot. This is your opportunity.
99.9%.
99.9.
Yes, if it's not overt, it's internalized. If it's not overt, it's internalized. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I have in-laws who are actually white. My in-laws are white.
And they're racist.
They can hold racist beliefs. Yes. But let me say this. Racism is a system. Racism is a system, not necessarily on an interpersonal level.
Racism has no color, you know. It's
So to that point, to the point that's been made, okay, one, as a fun statistical check, the 30% is actually 30% of registered Republican voters, and that's like 30% of the population, so it's 6% of Americans, roughly, give or take some change. The other thing is everyone has internalized racism. Like
Everyone.
You're bred into it. Your world is racist. You're taught racist messages. It's really hard to undo it.
What percentage of the white community is racist?
I'd say 100%.
100%.
The reason why I say that is because, you know, it's nature versus nurture. It's not, we're not racist by nature, we're racist by nurture. And these are images that are, even if you're in the most gated of communities where you're raised by only the people that you're around, you still have ideas of everyone else that you come in contact with. And even if you don't have those ideas of people you come in contact with, the media also filtrates those things into you as well.
So what percentage of the black community is racist?
I would say that, I'd say 100% too. But let me say this, black people cannot be racist.
They can't
The
be
reason
racist.
why I'm saying this is because I think that I can say that they can buy into stereotypes and prejudices because these are things that people do. They overgeneralize. They see one person, like I don't walk into like a school and I see a white teacher, I'm like, he could shoot up all my kids. Like that's not what happens in my head. Right. However, these are free associations that do exist, and that's what's happening with the Muslim community.
Don't you guys think you're just painting the entire white population with a brush? That's what they're doing to us as Muslims. This is. I'd hate for tomorrow for a soundbite to be used that 100% of white America is racist. I certainly don't believe that, institutional or not. But
They are the ones
this
that
isn't a
define
matter
their-
about. Look, this isn't a matter about power.
Yes,
If you say that 100% of whites are racist, then you're painting the entire population that is white with a brush, just like they're doing us
How
today.
do you define racism?
You know, this is
One Muslim American.
How do you define
One Muslim American that I want.
So you're saying
One-
today is racist? That's what
One-
you're saying?
Everyone
And
has
everybody here that is
internalized-
white is racist?
We're saying
It's
everyone
subliminal,
is
it's
racist.
subconscious.
Hold on, guys. It's
Hold
my turn.
on.
Let the woman
Actually-
speak. What I was going to say earlier is that I think that every Muslim American should follow one Muslim American hero, and that's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, for example, didn't beg people to love him. He didn't beg the Republican Party, look at me, I'm not a terrorist. He loved himself, and that love spread throughout the entire country. He made a name for himself, not by working for the system, but fighting for the system. And that's what I think Muslim Americans should be about.
And some of his strongest statements and strongest relationships were done with the white community. We're not saying to the white community, you are racist. Some of his closest friends, not just in business, but in life, were white.
But he criticizes white oppression, though. He said, Mom, why are Jesus always white, blonde hair and blue dyed? Why is angel food cake white? Why is devil's food cake black? He criticizes the racism in that country. He also refused when journalists would call him Cassius Clay. He said, no, I will not respond to that name. Call me Muhammad Ali. He taught us that black is best, that being a Muslim is best. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm sick and tired of everyone saying, we can't say that white people are racist or not racist.
But people watching this are going to say
that
that Muhammad Ali was the
Wake
world.
up and realize it.
real.
Challenge your own perception.
So that's real. So you agree with what he says?
Who says?
With what Muhammad Ali says?
Yeah, because a lot of things just for granted in the world are, if it's light, it's good. If it's dark, it's bad. It's just like, it's not even just simple. Like, this is even a neuroscientific study. When you see faces of darker colors, even people of color will see faces that are darker and have a reaction
Frank,
to
if I can recap, there is a discussion happening here that I don't think anyone in America has seen before. And that is that, yes, there is racism in white America. Yes, there is racism in black America. And yes, in Muslim America, there is also racism. And that racism is a more complicated racism than white racism and black racism together. And all of these things need to be looked at in context if you're going to start having this conversation.
So how do we address it?
Muslims speaking here today about white people being racist, that includes white people who are Muslims.
That includes you.
It includes me.
And how does that make you feel?
Because the Muslim population is now feeling this type of oppression. Before we were under the radar, no one really noticed us, no one paid any attention to us. We never had to address issues such as gender inequality, race inequality, LGBT issues inside the Muslim community. But now that we are feeling that oppression, we are able to identify more with our brothers and sisters who are diverse within our community, and we're able to understand these systems of power and unite amongst ourselves in order to fight against those systems of power.